Hello, hello. Coming live to you from M2E Studio. This is Philomena, the host, and I have with me here Damian
Hello. Yeah.
Malontie. And Damian, you're visiting from London. How has your transition been from that city to New York City?
It's been quite similar, I'd say, because London and New York are pretty much similar. It took time adjusting to maybe like just stuff like transport and stuff like that. But I'd say yeah, it's pretty much the same. Just the people here have been a lot more helpful, especially like in terms of like networking and stuff like that. They're more willing to help.
Speaking of networking, basically you had to work in a different environment. Describe your journey and the environment for me in terms
Uh,
of working.
in terms of the journey's been quite it's been up and down at times. I'd say best described. So there's been like low periods and high periods. And it's just like I've tried like lots of different things on my journey working. I'd say that's one of the best things that's happened is that I've managed to have like a lot of experience in different areas, and I'm still trying to find what's right for me. I have a rough idea, but I'm still trying to be 100% sure. So yeah, it's been a good journey. I've learned a lot, and
Very
yeah, I'm looking forward
interesting.
to
And fashion. Obviously, you're very fashionable, I can see.
it.
And did the fashion in New York City seem different from the one from UK?
Yeah, definitely. I say London is like 10 times ahead of New York in terms of fashion. I think
Explain.
everyone here. I don't know. It's just like with the girls, there's quite a big difference. I think the girls in London are more stylish. I think they like seem to take more care. Not nothing bad about the New York chicks. Like, yeah, you look nice and stuff. But the New York
Listen.
chicks, they like don't seem to take as much care as the London girls in trying to impress when they're out in the city and
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that. And with the guys, I don't know. It just seems too a bit like too almost Kanye West to me. Like, well, the old Kanye was something like.
So the
It just
fashion here seem more like Kanye
yeah
West
for
and
guys.
for guys here.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. And what were your reaction when you spoke to New Yorkers and they realized you had a UK accent? And how did that make you feel?
Some people were shocked. They just look at me and think I'm just some any random New York
Yeah, a
guy. And then when
black
I start
guy with an
speaking, they're like,
accent.
whoa, like they're like, oh, are there black people in London? Are you from Brixton? And
I know.
that's the only place they know. So yeah, people are shocked, but I think when I talk, they take me more seriously as well because the fact I've come all the way from
UK,
London to here,
yes.
it's like wow, this guy's serious. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I guess the accent gives it away.
yeah.
Yeah. And in UK, you were a writer and you read about a lot of things. And I guess you, when you're in UK writing, you write in a different environment. Have you gotten any quiet time to actually sit down and think and write what's on your mind?
Not really. I'd say. Well, in terms of like interviews and stuff like that, it's been. I don't know the people I'm interviewing until like maybe a day before, and so it's I have to do quick research and stuff like that. I often just listen to like one of their tracks, and from one of their tracks, have to that sort of gives me a gist of what type of artists they are. So I have to write down. It's all I find that interviews that I have less time to prepare are sometimes better because it's just like having a normal conversation like here, like that's the best way to interview someone just by talking to them, not necessarily like even the questions that I do write down I tend to don't even use, but I just have a rough idea. So
Okay.
yeah.
And I've also found out, guys, that he's been working with the people from the Rock Nation. And we're dying to know what you found out from the people of the Rock Nation. Have you met any of their artists, and what have you learned so far?
The only artist I've met from Rock Nation is a guy called Hugo.
Here you
He's
go.
sounding like he's gonna be quite big. I've learned so much there. I was with the A&R management there for a few days, just learning about the music industry as a whole, like how to pick beats for certain artists, how to never ever throw away a beat, no matter how rubbish it is.
Yes. Okay.
In the future, there may be an artist that will just come and just smash that beat. So, yeah, I've learned a lot of. I was with a guy called Cal, and he was really helpful. And yeah, I learned so much in just like a few days that it's got me wanting more. Like,
Oh,
so I'm
wow.
looking to in the UK try get some experience somewhere else, another label, and then next year come back out here and try work with him.
Wow. Well, it was my pleasure to interview Mr. Damian Malontie and coming live to you once again from M2E Studio. Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having me.